Snipers, you have to see what's happening. The Bitcoin price this Thursday, as Bitcoin is clearly breaking out right now. But the question is, are we going to be seeing follow through? Testing the 20-week moving average. It's not just Bitcoin, the S&P 500 as well. It's Thursday. We have one more business day left, a long 24 to 48 hours ahead of us. Look at this, Snipers. Facebook, or Meta now, down 20% in pre-market trading. So we can get ready for an extremely volatile end to this week. But we know Bitcoin is breaking out because you can see it's currently outside of the Bollinger Bands on the daily time frame. And not only that, we had over $581 million in Bitcoin short liquidations over the last 24 hours. This is the largest 24-hour short liquidation amount in 2022. Yesterday, we saw the biggest amount of short liquidations in 1 hour, but that has now translated into the biggest amount of short liquidations in 24 hours. And so this is certainly a short squeeze, and it's not a surprise because look what's happening to Bitcoin on the charts. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support these early morning 4 a.m. updates. But you can see Bitcoin is testing the bull market resistance band right now, the 20-week moving average, not just Bitcoin, but the S&P 500 as well, testing the 20-week moving average. And we are starting to see some volume here for Bitcoin. We're starting to see an increase in volume here. You can see the Coinbase chart on the daily chart. It's very clear. We're seeing some of the most amount of volume that we've seen inside of this consolidation, especially buy volume. This is actually the third most amount of buy volume inside of this consolidation with this move to test the 20-week moving average. And Ethereum is already far and above its 20-week moving average. And so that's extremely important because if Ethereum can open up another candle above the 20-week moving average and stay above the 20-week moving average, which is at 1440 right now, the 2018 previous all-time high, we could start calling that a bull market support band and the start to a potential bull rally. And so here's what matters coming into this weekend, Snipers. We have Thursday and Friday left. We need to see follow through above this 20-week moving average at 21,000 US dollars. This is the first time Bitcoin has crossed above 20,500 in over a month. And so are we going to be seeing follow through? The early signs of that right now is starting to get hourly and 4-hour candles above 21,000 US dollars. As you can see here, currently our candle high for this move to the upside is 21,020. Not a coincidence because that's where the 20-week moving average is. So the move that we've currently seen for Bitcoin is clearly just testing the 20-week moving average. So it could get rejected. That is certainly something that could happen. It's still a major resistance level. But if we break through 21,000, 24,300 comes on the table. And then what we'd like to see preferably is a retest of the 20-week moving average as support here. And that could be the early signs of a trend reversal. That's what we're watching for right now. And if we look at the DXY, you can see we're starting to see some stronger downside action here as the door was clearly open here to the next level of support at 106.56. That's a major level for the DXY, so we still have some room to go to the downside here for the DXY, which means we could still see some follow through. The S&P 500, you can see, broke the midpoint of this channel resistance. If we come back down to test this support, that's not going to be too much of a surprise, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5 green daily candles in a row so far here for the S&P 500. It's been quite a while since we've seen that. The last relief rally that we saw before we dumped was only 4 green daily candles. Now, I did count 5 with this current rally, but that 5th one still has 12 hours left to go. And we saw with this 5th candle here back in this relief rally in September, it ended up dumping us after 4 green daily candles. So are we only going to see 4 green daily candles and a dump? I mean, that could be on the table if they really pull the rug on us. But I'm looking at a lot of other aspects of the market right now, and we're seeing a lot of smart money long right now. We just saw a major short squeeze. These are all good signs that we could potentially start to see price increase and we can start to see some real upside. And the reason that matters right now is that we are testing the 20-week moving average. And so getting above that $21,000 level and staying above it is the main goal right now for Bitcoin. And then not only that, to add some fuel to the fire here for the bulls, the Bitcoin against SPY chart with an extremely bullish daily candle breaking major resistance Are we going to be able to hold above this major resistance? That's what I'm monitoring. It is above the 20-week moving average. That means that if we start to see the overall markets rally, even the S&P 500, Bitcoin could outperform being above the 20-week moving average right now and trying to invalidate this bearish descending triangle pattern. Extremely positive. And what's really cool is we saw a major move here for the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. I don't think people are paying so much attention to what just happened here. Look, it's not a coincidence, snipers, that over the last few days, we saw the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart bounce above 65,000 Satoshis, never crossing below 65,000 Satoshis. I was stressing this as a major support. And so this is the range that Ethereum to Bitcoin chart is in. And right now we're starting to see some follow through with 88,300 Satoshis on the table as a potential upside target, and Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin potentially also on the table right now. So that's very positive to see. And then right now futures markets are quite stale, so no hints there. But we know that Meta stock is down 20% in pre-market trading. Now we're starting to see some new yearly lows here for Facebook stock. Could that be an early sign that we might be seeing some more sell-offs across the board? Well, they just had their Q3 earnings call, so we don't have a strong case to make. But you can see the more crypto-centric companies like Coinbase, which was up over 8% yesterday, and MicroStrategy, which was up over 8% yesterday as well. You can see it ended MicroStrategy in the green. Coinbase was down a little bit, but the crypto stocks aren't doing as bad. And so that's clearly defined there with what's happening to Bitcoin against SPY. So to wrap up, snipers, here's really what matters. Bitcoin's inside of this range here with a resistance of 24,300 where there's volume and a support of 17,204. And right now we're starting to get every confirmation we need, and we're starting to break all the roadblocks here. We're breaking out clearly right now in the Bollinger Bands. And so 21,000 is really the last real roadblock here for Bitcoin. If we start to see some decisiveness above 21,000, we could see a strong move up to 24,300. So now what we're talking about from 21,000 to 24,300 is about a 15% move. So let's see what happens, snipers. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support these updates. And I appreciate each and every one of you tuned into the channel. The 20-week moving average for Bitcoin, is it finally time for us to get above it and stay above it? I'll tell you what, snipers, we're going to start to see a lot of narratives shift towards the bullish end. I know we've seen a lot of bearish narratives over the last few weeks, but getting above that 20-week moving average is getting above an extremely important level that we like to call home base on the Snipers channel. And that means that we could be in the early stages of a potential trend reversal, getting above that 20-week moving average. So the S&P 500 and Bitcoin both testing their 20-week moving average right now. That's clearly what's happening on the charts. That's clearly what we're facing as resistance in the immediate short term. It's Thursday. We have Friday coming up. And so we still have some time to see some follow through, or are we going to get the rug pulled? Stay tuned here on the Snipers channel. We'll find out. And until next time, snipers,